Hello,
Hello, good evening.
good evening.
Okay, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, did you go to school today?
No,
Oh, I see. Is it because of the virus?
yes.
Okay, uh-huh. Oh, how was the situation in your area?
Mm,
Are you okay? Is it okay
y-
in your area?
yes, it's okay.
That's nice to hear. In the Philippines too, there are some cases of the virus, but in our area, we are clear. We are still fine here. Okay, so hold on. That's good to hear. Okay, so let me share my screen with you. So tonight, we are on grade 7. This is Unit 8. Okay, it says here Unit 5. We are going to talk about films. Okay, there we go. Since this is films or movies, do you have a movie that is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is mm,
Mhm.
I don't know because I like so many movies.
Oh yeah, it is really difficult to choose if you like a lot. What about the type of movie or the genre? Do you like romance, comedy, horror, action?
I like horror.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Oh, you like horror. What about romance, love story? You like it?
no,
Me too. Oh, me too. I find it corny, actually. Okay. Oh, but I can't watch horror because I am scaredy cat.
uh,
Okay. Well, anyway, let's talk about movie. For this unit, we are going to have the vocabulary, pronunciation of t, and id, and grammar, connectors, although, despite, in spite of, however, and nevertheless, and communication. That is talking about favorite films, asking and answering question about film posters. Okay, so let's have first the vocabs. Okay, so please read this one.
uh, session,
Okay, section.
section,
Okay, very nice.
horror,
Okay,
comedy,
comedy.
comedy,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Shipwreck.
shipwreck,
Okay, so this is shipwreck. And
critics,
okay, critics.
critics,
Okay, very good. Okay, so can you pick one word, choose one word, and use it in a sentence? I will provide example. Example: I love horror movies. This is just an example. Okay, your turn.
um, I, I like the shipwreck movie at Titanic.
You like the shipwrecked the movie about shipwrecked.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Titanic. Okay, very good. Wow, yes, I also like that movie, Titanic. That is wonderful. Okay. So we are going to listen. Excuse me. Listen and read. So we will listen first and then we will read it after. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Activity 1. Listen and read.
I'm bored. Do you have any plans this evening?
No. What shall we do?
How about seeing a film?
Good idea. What shall we see?
Let's take a look at the film section of the paper. It says that White Sands is showing at Kim Dom Cinema at 8 o'clock tonight.
It's a horror film. That's too frightening for me.
OK. They are also showing Crazy Coconut at Ngop Can Cinema.
What kind of film is it?
It's a romantic comedy.
What is it about?
It's about a female professor and a male film star. They get shipwrecked on a desert island and have to live together. Although the professor hates the film star at first, she falls in love with him at the end.
Who does it star?
It stars Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt.
What have the critics said about it?
Most of them say it's very funny and entertaining.
I know. Why don't we decide when we get there?
OK, good idea.
Okay, so let's see.
Activity 1.
Let me see. That is the here it doesn't show the where is that? This one. Hold on, let me edit it and let me move it a little further. Okay, there we go. So we can read it. Oh, what happened? Okay, so this is about movie. Now, you are going to be Mai, and I am going to be Dong. Zung Dong. Okay, the boy. Alright? Okay, so excuse me. I'm bored. Do you have any plans this evening?
No, what shall we do?
How about seeing a film?
Good idea. What shall we see?
Let's take a look on the film section of the paper. It says that White Sands is showing at Kim Dong Cinema at 8 o'clock tonight.
It's a horror film that's too frightening for me.
Okay, they are also showing Crazy Coconut at Ngok Can Cinema.
What kind of film is this? The,
It's a romantic comedy.
what is about?
It's about a female professor and male film star. They get shipwrecked on deserted island and have to live together. Although the professor hates the film star at first, she falls in love with him in the end.
Who does it star?
It stars Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt.
What have critics said about it?
Most of them says it's very funny and entertaining.
Hmm, I know. Why don't we decide when we get there?
Okay, good idea. Okay, very good.
Activity 1.
Hindi ba? Okay, next, let's have this part.
Ac-
Okay, there we go. This one. So read the conversation again and answer the questions. Okay, so I will give you time to answer this one. Maybe a minute will be good. Okay, since we just read the conversation. Okay.
Okay. Uh, One is B.
Okay, one letter B. Oh, very good. Watching a film. Number 2.
Two letter A.
Letter A. Oh, it is where don't find cinema information. Oh, I think it is in a newspaper, in a paper, right? Okay, number 3.
Three is C.
Okay, very good.
Four is C.
4. Okay, very nice. They haven't decided yet. Very good. So, how often do you go to a cinema?
I go to cinema in a holiday.
Oh, during holiday. Wow. Uh, whom do you usually go with?
I go to cinema with my friend or my sister. Teacher, excuse me.
Ah,
Can you repeat?
the question. Can I repeat the question?
Ano, can I wait me on your
Oh,
knee?
oh, sure, sure. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh. Whom do you usually go with?
My friends and all my sister.
Your friends and your sisters, your siblings. Uh-huh. Did I heard it? Okay. Okay. There is one thing that I forgot to tell you on this one. Okay, so there is this expression here. Here. How about seeing a film? This one also means watching a film. Seeing a film, watching a film, it is the same, okay? What movie should we see? It is also acceptable in English. It means what movie should we watch? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I think this expression, this it is commonly used in countries in the UK, in the Britain. Okay, so this one. Find the questions in the conversation that ask about coconut, a crazy coconut. Then listen, check, and repeat the questions. Right.
Activity 1B.
Yes, hold on. Okay, let me play this one again. So let me play the audio and try to look for the answer for these questions. Okay. Okay.
Activity 1B. Find the questions in the conversation that ask about crazy coconut. Then listen, check, and repeat the questions.
A,
What kind of film is it?
B,
Who does it star?
C,
What is it about?
D.
What have the critics said about it?
Oh, I think those are the answers. Okay. So again, what type of film is The Crazy Coconut?
Mm,
Do you want to read the? Do you want to?
no.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Romantic comedy.
Okay, very good. It is romantic comedy. Okay, so actors and stars.
Um, is Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt.
Very good. Julia Roberts and Brad Pitt. Have you seen Julia Roberts or Brad Pitt? Are you
No.
familiar? Oh, I see. Okay, so what about the plot or the story of the movie?
Um, it's about a family, a professor and a male film star.
Okay, okay, yeah, it is about a professor and a film star. Okay, and they are trapped in an island. Okay, do you remember that part? Okay, so what about the review or the critic's opinion about the movie?
Um,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think the critics like or dislike the movie?
I think dislike.
Dislike.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. On this one, mm, oh, the critic says that most of them says it is very funny and entertaining. So the critics like the movie. Most of them, not everybody, but most of them says that it is funny and entertaining.
Activity 1.
Okay, that's all right.
Activity 1.
Okay. So this is matching type. Match the types of films with their definition. Then listen and repeat. Okay, I want you to match first. Let me help you with that one. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so letter A, match the letters from the numbers.
I is um, three.
Letter A, number 3.
Yes.
Okay.
B. Letter B is number 5.
Letter B is number 5. Okay.
Letter C is number 4.
Letter C is number 4. All right.
Letter D is number one.
Okay, letter D is number 1.
Letter E is number six.
Number
Six.
6. Letter D is number
No,
6.
wait. Yes. N- No, number D is letter D is number one.
Let
And uh,
number
letter E is
ah.
number six.
Oh, I see. Okay, number 6.
Letter F is number two.
Okay, letter F is number 2.
Letter J is number eight.
Letter G.
G.
Okay, what number? 8?
It
Okay, number 8. And letter H?
is number seven.
7. All right. So let's see what's in the listening part.
Activity 2. Match the types of film with their definitions. Then listen, check, and repeat.
1. A film that tries to make audiences laugh. D. Comedy.
Okay, so please repeat that. A film, number 1, a film.
A film that choose to make audience laugh.
That is D.
Uh, to a film that features cartoon characters like
Cartoon characters.
cartoon characters. Letter S. Three, a film that is set in the future, often
Featuring
featuring
science.
science. A letter A.
A science fiction. Okay.
For a film that tells an exciting story about murder or
Crime.
crime.
Okay.
Letter C. Number 5, a film which combines comedy with a love story. Uh, 6, a film that shows real life events, events or stories. Letter E. 7, a
Okay.
film
This one, my dear, is combines.
combines
Okay. Events.
events.
Very good.
A film in which star
Strange.
strange and frightening things happen. Number 8, a film that usually features a lot of
Stunts.
stunts and fighting. Number G.
Okay. G. Letter G.
Letter G.
Action. Very good. Okay, so let's have this activity. Oh, what happened to my face filter? Okay, so this is complete the sentences using the adjectives in the list above here. Adjectives. Okay, so you are going to supply or to write those adjectives from numbers 1 to 8. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
One, Miss B,
Mr.
Mr. Bean is a hilarious,
Hilarious.
hilarious film. I was laughing from beginning to end.
Very good. 2.
Two, Titanic is a moving film. I cried at the end.
Okay.
Uh, the film was so boring that we all almost fell
Uh,
asleep.
okay. Fell asleep.
Fell asleep. For I couldn't take my eyes off the
Screen.
screen because the film was so gripping.
Gripping.
Um,
Pirates.
Pirate of South Southeast
Southeast
Southeast uh,
Asia.
uh, what
Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia is a shocking
Uh-huh. Uh,
documentary.
uh-huh.
I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
Uh, you will be frightened when you see that thing. It is a very um, mm, scary.
Scary. Film number 7. There were.
There, there were too many fights in the action film. It was too violent.
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 Okay. Number 8.
You will enjoy film. It is so entertaining.
Entertaining. Very good. And now let's see number 1. Very good. Hilarious. Okay, repeat after me. Hilarious.
Uh, Hilarious.
Okay, number 2. Moving. Okay, good job. Number 3. Number 3 is boring. Okay. Number 4 is gripping. Very good. Why is it like this? Shocking. Okay, shocking. Oh, that is number uh, Pirates of the Southeast Asia. It's a shocking documentary. I couldn't believe it. It should be shocking. 6, scary, very good. 7, violent. And 8, entertaining. Good job. Okay, so now let's talk about adjectives. Okay, so adjectives. Do you know what is adjective?
Yes.
Okay, so an adjective. Okay, let me just put the contraction of this one. Where is my letter G? Adjective is a word or words that we use to describe, right? For example, beautiful, ugly, um, the color blue, brilliant, brave, kind, and so on. So those are the adjectives. Oh, your brother is there?
Yes.
Oh, how old is your brother again?
Uh, 8 years old.
Oh, he is already 8. Oh, I see. Okay. Now, so we can form an adjectives by adding ed or ing endings to some verb. So these are the verbs that can function also as adjective by simply adding the word or the letters ed and ing. Okay, so before we go with that, let's have this one. Please read. We use
Reuse.
ed.
Reuse.
We use ed adjectives.
Um,
Yes.
Reuse.
Uh, Is there a problem?
No. Can you
Yes. Can I?
uh example?
Can I give an example for this one? Oh, we have here an example. The word bore. Yes, bore can function as a verb. If we add adjective, if we add ed on it, it will become bored. And then if we add ing, it will become boring. I will give you examples later. Okay, so let's read this one first. We use
Reuse. Um,
uh,
Reuse
ed adjectives.
interested.
Okay, hold on. We use ed adjectives to describe someone's feeling. Okay, so the adjectives that ends with ed, those are the adjectives that we use to describe someone's feeling. So we have an example: the film. Okay, please read the film.
Um, the film
Mhm.
was long and I was bored.
Okay,
Uh,
so mhm. The film was long and I was bored. So what does he or she feeling? What does he or she felt? She felt
boring.
she felt bored. Okay, so
Bored.
yes, she felt bored. Okay, so adjectives that ends with ed Those are the adjectives that we use to describe our feelings, someone's feelings. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so next let's have this one. Okay, we use, please read.
We use interesting.
We use ing adjectives.
Um, Adjectives to describe things or people.
Okay, so we use the adjectives that ends in ing
Uh,
to, yes,
Interesting.
interesting,
Yes.
uh, interested, interesting. You are giving your example.
Yes.
Okay, okay, thank you for that. Yes, okay. It could be. Okay, so interested, interesting. Oh, very good. It came from the word interest. Okay. From here, interested. Oh, can you use the word interested in a sentence?
Um, the film was
Mm-hmm.
um, the films was uh, dramatic and interesting.
Oh, it is interesting. That example is for this part, adding ing. Okay, so interesting. That is for this part. Let's see. Interested. Since the definition here is we use the ed adjectives to describe someone's feeling. Let's see. The house looks great. I am interested on buying it. Okay. So this is what I feel. Okay. Adjectives to describe someone's feeling. Interested. I am interested. This is what I feel. I am interested on buying it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's have another example. What about the word? This one. Annoy. I know you know the meaning of this word. Annoy.
Um,
Uh-huh.
um,
Okay. How can we make it adjective that ends with ed? It will become.
I don't know.
Okay. Annoy. We just simply uh put ed at the end of the word annoy. Annoy. Oh, do you know what is the meaning of the word annoy?
Unknown.
You are not familiar with it. Hold on. I see. What about this word? Confuse.
Um,
Confuse. Do you know what is the meaning of confuse? It's like you don't know, you don't have an idea, you are confused. Uh,
Um,
Let me translate that one. This one is confused. This is hey, confuse. This one.
um,
Okay, so this is confuse. Okay, did you get it? Confuse. And this is annoy.
um,
Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I want you to make the word confuse into a verb that ends with ed. Mm-hmm.
confused.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I wrote it. Okay, but what about confuse? Oh, hello. You are early. It's not our time yet.
Okay,
I'll go back later, okay?
okay.
Bye, see you later.
Bye.
Okay. What about the word? Okay, make it adjective that ends in ing. Okay, what will it be?
Hmm.
It will become
Um,
confuse.
confused.
Okay, okay, confusing. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Now let's see. Let me. Oh. Sorry for that. That is my student after you. He is always early. Okay, so let's see. Let's use the word confuse in a sentence, the one that ends with ed. Okay, I will use it in a sentence and you will use confusing in a sentence. Okay? Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is for uh, adjective that ends with ed and it describes my feeling, someone's feeling. I am quite confused with the math lesson. With the math. Because I don't like math. Math lesson. Okay. What about here? Use confusing in a sentence.
Um, literature lesson.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
Uh, I was quite,
Uh,
I know,
yes.
um, I am quite confusing with the literature lesson.
If you will say, my dear, I am confusing, it should not be because you use I am. You are describing your feeling. Okay? Describe someone's feelings. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We can use it like this. Literature is confusing. Okay, you can use it like this. Literature is confusing. Okay, so
Literature is confusion.
okay, we describe things or people. Okay, or let's see. Let's use confusing to describe a people. Um, angel is confusing. Okay, we can also use it to describe a person. Angel is confusing. Or we can say, Angel is boring. Okay. So what type of people or person is Angel? She is
She is confusion.
and
Boring.
okay and boring. Very nice. Okay, are we clear with this one, my dear? Do you understand this one?
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay, very good. Let's see the next. Do we still have time? Okay. We don't have enough time, I think. It is almost time. Well, anyway, this will be our last activity for this evening. Okay, so let's answer this one. Complete the table with the ed and ing form of adjective. So we have here example. If a person or thing is, okay, so this is the ing form, boring. Okay, and this is the ed form. Okay? Okay, so this one, interesting. How are you going to make it like this on ed form?
Interested.
Okay, interested. Very nice. What about embarrass?
Embarrassing.
Okay, embarrassing. Excited?
Exciting.
Okay, disappointing.
Disappointed.
Okay, disappointed. Exhausting.
Exhausted.
Okay. Number 6, surprise.
Surprising.
Okay. 7, confusing.
Confused.
Okay, confuse.
Confused.
Okay, 8, frightened.
Frightening.
Okay. Okay, we got annoying and annoyed. Okay, very good. Next meeting, we will have another activity just like this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very nice. So, uh, excuse me. So, my dear, that will be it for our discussion tonight. Do you have a question before we end our discussion?
No.
No question. So, see you on Sunday. Okay, goodbye.